Hello, it's Nick here, and we're looking at Zool, Ninja of the Ninth Dimension. I think that's Ninth, or maybe it's Ninth. But anyway, it's Zool on the Commodore Amiga, published by Gremlin Graphics in 1992. It's a rather splendid single-player platformer. It's exceedingly difficult, as you put in Disc 2. Was released to much public acclaim, originally come out on the Commodore Amiga, as I say, and then was ported to a number of other systems. It was supposed to be the Amiga's answer to Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog, so it felt quite a long way short of that, because you remember Sonic the Hedgehog now. Say Zool to anyone in the street and they won't know what the hell you're going on about. Had a sequel called Zool 2, which came out in 1993, a year before. But although it's an okay game, it's let down quite a bit by the heavily long loading times. How long have we been preparing ourselves for? We could have prepared for a 4-week holiday by now and done all the ironing and mowed the garden. Hello? Yes, it's still me, and we're back still preparing ourselves for something or other. Here we go. Area 1. But basically you have to, complete the level. That's it, that's my description. But a number of different moves. Zool looks like an ant, but he's some sort of gremlin creature. The Chupa Chups company feature quite heavily in this. I think they're trying to sell lots of sweets to rock kids' teeth. Which seems like a good idea, does it? Maybe, I don't know. But the moves on this game tend to hurt my hand a bit. But there we got one of the power-ups is we've got 2 Zools now, a ghost Zool and a proper Zool. But we need to get from A to B as quickly, not as quickly as we can, avoiding all the enemy. You see my strength there represented by bars across the top. If it gets to 0, we are dead. But just go as quick as we can. I haven't played this game too much and it shows once again. But you can kill things by shooting them or jumping on them and so forth. Very cutesy game this, although it's a little bit complicated. Avoid those spikes if you can. Now the game contains quite a lot of mini games within it, including a space shooter. So you get a bit for your money here. Although, the moves are a bit bewildering. This jump thing is not easy to do. You can change in mid-air to get over obstacles. But as I say, I need an easier joystick, it just makes my hand hurt. Hooray! So a good game by Gremlin Graphics. I preferred Lotus 2 if I was going to pick a Gremlin game, but this one isn't too bad, but not really one of my go-to games. Were you a fan of Zool? Did you think he was better than Sonic the Hedgehog? I think no. He didn't make as much money as that. But Amiga magazines at the time gave it 97%, 98%, in the high 90s. I think they changed their mind a little bit later on, but I'm trying to think of rival platform games on the Commodore Amiga. This one isn't too bad, if you like sweets. There we go, so there's a gold coin, wherever it was, so that's the end of stage 1. Now, I don't know if we'll complete stage 2. Just cutting down a loading time, or at least I will do. Sometime later may feature a few times in this review. Great stuff. I don't know why the loading times were so long in this. You could have made yourself a cup of tea and then digested it in that time. Right, so this stage looks a bit like the last one. But it does draw you in once you get used to the controls and the things you can do and the way you can kill the enemy. You just want to start doing it quicker and quicker. It's been well coded, I'd say that for it. Haven't seen it on the other versions. I presume the Atari SD was roughly the same. May have come out on the Game Boy or the Game Boy Color, one of the two. If you played one of those, please comment below and tell us what you think. Was you a Zool fan or did you find it a bit frustrating? Very high difficulty on this to complete. I'm sure there's a cheat somewhere I can find, but I can't immediately know. Quite often the cheats from this will either pause the game and type something in, or writing down an obscure name in the high score table. As we go over this Smartie covered cake. This makes me want some sort of sweets or something. I should have gone to Poundland and stocked up. I've only recently discovered Poundland in the last year and it's a genius shop. Go there. Right, this is the sort of jump that hurts my hand. Right, here we go. We've only got 1 bar left here. This isn't looking good. But get as many points as you can. We must be near the... Oh dear, landing on spikes isn't brilliant. I learnt that in Tomb Raider. Where's the end of the level? Oops, we must be near the end then, and I just happened to die. Area 1, point 2, get ready. We may have a look at Zool 2 at some stage. So tell me what you thought about this one. I'm pretty inept at it, but that's no surprise. I'm a bit better, oddly enough, I'm a bit better at Sonic the Hedgehog, although I never owned a Sega system. Played it around a friend's house, it just seemed a bit more inviting really, the moves seemed a bit easier. Although that moved at an extremely fast speed. I do have Sonic the Hedgehog on my PlayStation 3, I think it come out on the Sega Master Hits or something like that. Come on Zool, you ant but really gremlin sort of creature. I don't know how they come up with this character. What was it supposed to be? But obviously they got a bit of a kickback from a sweets company, Chupa Chups I presume. Right, these hovering bees. There's some bees in Super Frog as well, it looked a bit different to this. But I think all these games originally were influenced by the Mario games, weren't they? Trying to complete with those. Oops, on spikes again, well done. I'm playing like a twit here. And that's being polite. Right, Chupa Chups, past that bit. Right, where's the end? Nowhere near here. Definitely need a invincibility cheat here. Oh, it goes. These levels are quite big. They are quite big. Right, get ready. At least it gives you a lot of time to prepare yourself before the game loads. Basically, you can start loading it before you go to college or work, and it might be loaded by the time you get back. I can't guarantee it. Bit of a shame, really. I think it came out on the Amiga CD32 thing. Probably pronounced that wrong. It might have loaded a bit quicker on that. If you stored it to a hard drive as well, it might have loaded quicker. But I'm on the discs, very very slow. Even with the 1 megabyte upgrade. I don't think I'm going to get off Area 1.2, am I? I'm just jibber jabbering. I blame the character. Controls well, animates well, nice graphics. Not one of my favourite games though, only because this genre of games I've always been pretty hopeless at. I prefer driving games really. But good to see this, bit of variety. I like puzzle games as well. Boom, and pinball of course. I haven't reviewed any pinball games yet on the Commodore Amiga. I have to change that at some point. All the reviews have been on the PlayStation 3, Pinball Arcade, and Zen Pinball 2. Come on, let's get over here, which we know we're not going to. Boom, boom, boom. So this is supposed to be Earth, apparently. It's no Earth I know, unless it's in the fridge of a big fatty. How many lives we got left? We can't have that many left. We got the high score because I'm the only one playing this, but the game never remembered what the high score was, so each time you reloaded it you started from 0 again, a bit like if you turned an arcade machine off completely. Yeah, this is a dentist nightmare, this game. It's Tooth Decay City. No sign of any toothpaste, no warning on the box to say eat sensibly. I'm sure this started all the obesity problems. I don't know, dear. Obesity, it's a bit of a problem nowadays, isn't it? But anyway, hope you liked having a look at that one, a bit of look into yesteryear from 1992. That was Zool, Ninja of the Ninth Dimension, or Ninth Dimension, published by Gremlin Graphics. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.